This is All Things Alicia, and I'm starting it up now that I have a little bit extra free time due to the whole stay in place. So I just wanted to take this opportunity to kind of share some ideas of things that you can do once you have watched everything on Netflix and Hulu. So the number one thing that I think is really important is to remember that even though we are doing social distancing, that does not mean that you cannot interact with your family and friends. And a great way to do that is using video chats like FaceTime, Google Hangout, and one thing that I've been using more recently that I think is super helpful with being able to like share your screen and do activities while you're on a video chat is using Zoom. I've been using it as not only for work, but being able to interact with my friends. We can play games. Like I personally just bought Jackbox TV, so I'm able to screen share my Jackbox TV and we can play games from wherever we are from 4 different locations. And then there's also being able to watch movies together if you haven't gotten tired of everything that's on Netflix, be able to like share YouTube videos, things that you're learning, anything like that. And I think that it's really cool because it makes it really easy for you to be able to share the content that you're seeing with the people that you love and the people that you want to interact with in one easy place. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is number 2, which is virtual tours. I think that it is really awesome that we have so much access, especially because we have the internet. And so during this time, it might feel like you can't go anywhere, but it doesn't mean you can't see new things. So I think that it's really cool. There's definitely a bunch of different websites that allow you to see different museums. You can see different art galleries, you can see aquariums, zoos, and my personal favorite, botanical gardens and arboretums. And these are all things that are accessible right from your computer. You can use your smartphone, and you'll be able to see all these new places, new things, new animals. And I think that is definitely an excellent opportunity for a field trip if you're wanting to do that. And number 3 is personal health. So I know that a lot of people are worried about keeping up their fitness routines. I personally didn't really have one prior to this, but I'm trying to get back on track. And there's so many different websites that allow you to be able to do fitness from your home. One website that I use is Blogilates, which is kind of like pop, Pilates, yoga, like HIIT training, all these different things combined, but maybe your preference is something different. I know that one website that's providing free workouts is planetfitness.com, so you can take an opportunity to kind of be able to do these workouts from your house. And if you haven't found creative ways like benching your bed, then you can do something like this that kind of gives you a little bit more guidance. Another thing that is really important regarding personal health is your mental health. So make sure that you are taking this time to be really mindful. I know a lot of people don't have a lot of time to meditate, and this is an excellent time to start practicing and learning how to meditate and really be able to be mindful about everything around you. I know that this is a hard time, and I think that meditation so far has really helped me to kind of like keep calm during a time that's not exactly as certain as we'd like it to be. And so I definitely think that that's one idea that could be a great alternative. And I think it's also a great idea to try to like use what you have. So for example, I'm in the backyard right now. I think this is a great place to meditate or to do yoga or something like that. Also, like, it's not too hot, so workouts are feasible here. So kind of just work with what you have. I mean, I know that people aren't necessarily able to go outside, so keep your mental health up by being able to go outside by like just opening the window, like go to your balcony, go onto the porch, just try to give yourself a little bit of, you know, sunshine and outdoor vibes so that you don't feel so like claustrophobic and stuck in the house, especially during a time when you literally are stuck in the house. Number 4 on my list is civic duties. I know that there's a lot of people who might have already gotten these done, but 2 great things that you can do aside from staying in your house and doing your civic duty by keeping the coronavirus at bay and flattening that curve is complete the census. Make sure that that information is correct so that decisions that are made through our government are as accurate as possible. And then also filing your taxes. Super important to make sure that you are filing your taxes. If you haven't done that already, I know I haven't. It's very easy to do online as long as you have your like W-2 and tax documents. So try and get those taxes done. We don't know when we're going to be able to be out and about as we usually are, so you might as well try to get those done now. And number five, the one thing that I would like to focus on is building your knowledge. I think that this, if you're not in school right now, of course, would be a perfect opportunity to try to learn new skills. I mean, cooking classes would be great if we had like a certain idea of how much food that we're gonna be needing, but having alternatives to that would be learning a new language. You can use apps like Duolingo, which I think are great for helping you to try to like learn a new language and really make it really interactive. And then there's other things like being able to utilize virtual libraries. I personally use an app called Overdrive, which allows me to have access to my public library and content that's online, such as like ebooks, audiobooks. And right now I know that the New York Public Library is actually doing the same thing where it's giving people access to ebooks, so you can learn all sorts of things, maybe something that's not on the internet but you can find in a textbook that might be provided. So I definitely think that that's something that everybody should try to look into, especially if you are a big fan of books. I know my sister hates using anything that's not paperback, but still, if you can't go get your hands on a new paperback book, ebook might be a nice second choice. So these are the top 5 activities that I have as an alternative for Netflix or Hulu once you're tired of those. So I really appreciate you guys checking out this video, and I hope that you guys can use the links below for a little bit of entertainment while you guys are self-isolating.